But right before we went in, he warned me, my mom has a mental illness. She goes crazy easily. Don't you dare conflict with her. I slapped his hand back with a smile. Don't worry. For you, I can control my temper. He reminded me again, don't mention the child. She doesn't like outsiders knowing. I nodded. In my heart, I thought, we've been dating for 3 years and have a child together. How could we possibly be torn apart? But the moment I crossed the threshold, my future mother-in-law, Wang Ju, shoved me into the kitchen. The force made me stumble and crash into the stove. Dead. Coming so late. Why aren't you cooking yet? The whole family is starving. Her voice was shrill, and her eyes were like knives. My sister-in-law, Qin Xiang, quickly came to help me up, apologizing in a low voice. Sister-in-law, Mom is just like this. Please bear with her. Wang Ju, however, shoved her away violently. Look at your fake kindness. Acting so good? Get lost. Before I could react, a WeChat message popped up from Qin Ming. Wife, I'm begging you, just endure these 2 days. Not wanting to make things difficult for him, I spent the entire day alone in the kitchen, cooking over a dozen dishes. Steaming, stir-frying, stewing, deep-frying. The cooking fumes made me dry heave, but I didn't stop. For him, for this family, I gritted my teeth and endured. When I finally washed my hands and changed into clean clothes, ready to sit at the table, I found there was no seat for me. Wang Ju sat in the main seat, sneering, looks like you'll have to eat standing up. I froze, looking at Qin Ming with wronged eyes. He immediately stood up, offering me his chair. Ching Ching is pregnant. She should sit down quickly. I'll stand. Plop. Wang Ju spat a mouthful of soup straight onto his face. Look at you showing off. What's so great about being pregnant? When I was carrying you, I still had to feed pigs, carry manure, and chop wood. Girls these days are so delicate, can't even stand for a bit. Do you plan to step on my head once you're in our family? I was startled and quickly grabbed a tissue to wipe his face. Just as I was about to argue, Qin Ming grabbed my hand, signaling me with his eyes to stay silent. I suppressed my rage. His father, Qin Chang, finally couldn't take it anymore and knocked on his bowl. Enough. There's no way to make a pregnant woman stand and eat. It's the new year. Calm down. Wang Ju picked up an empty bowl and smashed it on his forehead. We're all good people, only I'm the bad one, right? You're so good at acting, but you didn't prepare a seat for her. You all didn't see it? Now you're acting fooling ghosts. Qin Chang covered his forehead, his face turning bright red, yet he didn't dare utter a word. Qin Xiang quickly handed over a short stool. Brother, you sit on this. I forgot we had one more person today. Sister-in-law, I apologize to you on Mom's behalf. She just has this temper, don't blame her. Actually, she likes you in her heart. She just isn't good at expressing it. I forced a smile, but my heart felt like it was stuffed with a wad of wet cotton, suffocating. At the dinner table, Qin Xiang kept praising the food, and Qin Ming looked proud. Ching Ching specially learned these hometown dishes to surprise you all. Just as the atmosphere began to relax, Qin Chang handed me a red envelope. For our first meeting, this is our local custom. Ching Ching, take it and buy yourself some clothes. I hurriedly declined. No need, uncle. Keep it for yourself. But Qin Ming took it directly and stuffed it into my hand. Ching Ching, it's Dad's goodwill. Accept it. Qin Xiang chimed in. Yes, sister-in-law, we're one family now. Don't be polite/shy. Just as I was about to take it, Wang Ju slammed her chopsticks down and sneered. Take it. This is the money to buy a wife. I just didn't expect you to be so cheap. My hand shook, and the red envelope nearly dropped. She grabbed it, tore it open. Inside was a stack of 1 yuan bills, totaling less than 100. Ha ha, she laughed hysterically. I thought you'd be more expensive than the last one, but you're less than 100? And you packaged it so thickly, pretending to be rich? Qin Ming immediately grabbed my hand. Ching Ching, don't be angry. The harvest was bad this year, and we're in debt. This is goodwill. I'll definitely make it up to you later. Qin Chang also looked embarrassed. I originally wanted to put a big amount, but you're the most sensible, you won't mind, right? When we're better off, we'll definitely compensate you. Qin Xiang even pulled out a few crumpled 5 yuan bills and stuffed them into my hand. Sister-in-law, if you think it's too little, take these too. Don't be angry. They spoke so sincerely, yet I only felt absurdity. But what broke my heart the most was Wang Ju's phrase, the last one. I stared at Qin Ming, my voice trembling. The last one? You said I was your first girlfriend? You lied to me. Qin Ming's eyes darted away. Just as he was about to speak, Wang Ju cut in. My son's last one was much better than you. She wasn't delicate, cooked well, was pretty, and had good demeanor. What are you? Jealousy? If the last one hadn't broken up, would you even have a chance? She stared at me like I was a defective product. If you're dating my son, cherish it. Don't cause trouble. I stared at him. Is it true? He lowered his head and nodded. I didn't do it on purpose. I loved you too much, so I hid it. The world went black before my eyes. I violently pushed him away. Qin Ming, we're breaking up. You want to break up with me? Because of this? He was incredulous. I sneered. You know best how much I hate deception. When you said I was the first girl who made your heart beat, did you have even a shred of sincerity? I lied to you only because you wanted a clean relationship. He got excited. I said those things to pursue you. Didn't you like me because of those words? Now you're blaming me. I looked at him like he was a stranger. So, in your eyes, all my sacrifices were just acting? I love you, true. He grabbed my wrist. Who doesn't have a past? Because of this little lie, you want to break up? What about you? Have you never lied to me? I froze. What did I lie to you about? He sneered. You said you were a virgin. But that night at the hotel, there was no blood on the sheets. You slept with someone else long ago and pretended to be pure? I endured it, and now you're getting aggressive. I was struck by thunder. So in his eyes, our love was just a play. My virginity had become the basis for him to negate everything. Tears fell as I stared at him. Since you think it's all acting, then now the play is over. I turned to leave, but he grabbed me. Stop acting. You're pregnant with my child. Can we really break up? So, he thought I couldn't leave. I sneered. I am pregnant, but I have a choice whether or not to let him be born. You think pregnancy can control me? You want to abort my son? Are you crazy? He roared. Qin Chang slammed the table and stood up. We've been coaxing you since you came in, and you want to abort my grandson? City women are shameless. Second-hand goods, who knows how many abortions you've had? My son taking you is already good enough, and you're still acting. Qin Xiang's face changed. You're already pregnant. You're our family's person now. Behave yourself. In the future, just stay home to nurture the fetus, raise the child, and serve us. Skip the wedding, just get the certificate to save money. But Wang Ju suddenly spoke, her voice calm. Let her go. I froze, thinking I was hallucinating. She repeated, I said, let her go. Qin Ming didn't understand. Mom, you hate her, right? I hate her, so I definitely can't let her give birth to my grandson, she said coldly. The food she cooks tastes like pig slop. It's disgusting. I never want to eat it again. Drive her out. They were afraid she would go back to her maternal home. Because once she returned, her brother would expose Qin Chang's crimes of trafficking and imprisonment, and the whole family would collapse. In the end, Qin Ming compromised. Listen to Mom. Drive her away. I sighed in relief. I could finally escape. But as Wang Ju dragged me through the snow, cursing, I realized every word she said was a hint to me. Get lost quickly. Don't cling to my son. Big belly before marriage, trash, unwanted. Seeing you is ominous. But she stopped a taxi at the village entrance and shoved me into it. Get lost quickly, never come back. My eyes turned red. She was fierce, but she was saving me. But just when I thought I was free, Qin Ming chased after us and dragged me out of the car. He waved away the driver and turned to Wang Ju, his eyes changing drastically. Mom, you don't hate her. You like her too much, so you want to drive her away, right? Wang Ju froze. Qin Ming sneered. You've been pretending to be crazy for 30 years, just to prevent another woman from marrying in and repeating your tragedy? You don't want me to get married because you know I will become a beast like Dad. The entire scene went dead silent. Qin Chang's face turned pale. Qin Ming continued. You were trafficked back then. locked up like a pig to give birth to me. You hate us, so you came back to revenge. You aren't crazy, you're terrifyingly clear-headed. Wang Ju remained silent for a moment, then suddenly laughed. Correct. I am very clear-headed. You and your dad are exactly the same. Kindness is fake, control is real. You hitting Jiqing today proves it, doesn't it? She looked at me. Do you think he loves you? He just wants to tame you. Once you have a child, he will beat you, curse you, and lock you up like his dad. She paused, her voice low. I don't want to second me. Qin Chong roared. What good does ruining your son do you? He isn't my son, he's my nightmare, Wang Ju sneered. I can't watch him hurt people. She pulled me up. Let's go. But Qin Ming blocked us, his eyes icy. Mom, you want to expose us? Then I'll let you slip and fall into the water. Once you're dead, who can accuse Dad? I felt a chill run down my spine. He actually wanted to kill to silence her. You dare kill your own mother? I stood in front of Wang Ju. Worth it to keep you quiet forever, he said indifferently. You and her, dying together, is the only way I'll be at peace. Qin Xiang spoke viciously. Brother, don't spare her then. Save trouble. Qin Chang revealed a murderous light. Wang Ju, don't blame us for being ruthless. Blame yourself for causing trouble. The snow fell heavier and heavier. No one was at the village entrance, and there were no cameras. We were forgotten by the world. I pulled Wang Ju and ran, but I slipped and fell. They chased up and surrounded us. Stop struggling. This is your fate. Qin Ming reached out to grab me. I stared at him, word by word. Qin Ming, this is your mom. Doing this, aren't you afraid of heaven's thunder and lightning? You will meet a bad end. He sneered. Heaven? This snowy day is perfect for killing.